Hi, here's another video. I'm going to be transforming this Sony radio cassette from this to this, and I'm going to be showing you how to do it, the process I went through. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and it's a Sony CFS 1030 radio cassette covered in dust. Looks like a builder's radio actually. It was built in 1988-ish, and as you can see, it's been abused. It's covered in paint, plaster, and other building material. As you can see there, see all the marks, bits of rust, splashes of paint, and other material. On the back you can see a lot more dust build up there and paint, and it's got detachable speakers as you can see here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this panel. Let me just separate the speakers so I can see what's going on inside. Just do that quick, just to do it lively, just to make the video as short as I can. And inside you can see here, there's also building material dust inside also, all around the main PCB. There's not much electronics amongst these more modern radio cassettes. Let me just strip it down a bit more. And here you can see me just removing the PCB. That's the main PCB and the cassette module. Let's get them out of the way, because I'm going to give the whole thing a clean. Obviously I don't want to get them wet. And you can see me just moving the radio dial indicator. Okay, so this is the back cover, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the power transformer, which is in the back. You can see me just undoing it there. I want to get that out of the way, and I am going to have to cut a couple of the wires from the battery terminal, because that's how they're connected. I'm just going to separate these wires here from the PCB. There you go, and that's the main power PCB disconnected. Okay, now what I've got to do is pull the speakers apart and take the speakers out, and just snip the tweeters out. I'm going to be leaving the tweeters in, so I'll just snip the wire, this little red and black wire here, and I'll resolder it back later. So that's the speaker removed. I'm going to have to do it to the other speaker also. Okay, let me just show you here. These are the speaker covers, and I've got all the covers and the buttons removed. So I'm just going to chuck them in this tub of soap. Just leave them soak for a bit, and then I'm just going to give them a scrub with a soft brush, just to get rid of all of this dirt. You can see there, I'm just cleaning them with a soft brush, and I'll just pull them out to dry once I've rinsed all the soap off. Okay, going back to the PCB, let me just get these speakers, which are covered in dust also. Just get a soft brush on the end of my Henry Hoover, and this is the main PCB. You can see it was covered in dust before. Let's get these sections also. This is the cassette module, very clean also. So what I'm doing here, I'm just replacing the belts, the drive belts. There's two of them for the cassette, as they've stretched and perished. That's the one removed there, and I've got a selection of belts here. Just got to find the right size to fit. And here you can see me just refitting the belts. A little bit tricky on this, but I managed to put it together. As you can see here, that's it, fully assembled. And I'm just going to get the cassettes clean. Okay, I've got rid of all the building material, but as you can see, all the dust and what's not, there's still splashes of paint. So what I'm going to do is just spray the whole thing with WD-40 and just rub it with a soft cloth. Hopefully it should come off. Just spray this back section also. Just get rid of the bits of paint. And okay, so I've got everything nice and clean here. Show you around it. That's the speakers, back cover, main PCB. It's all nice and clean now. And like I said, I've replaced the belts on the cassette. And this is the back cover for the battery. Let's pop that back on. The battery cover. Right, it's just reassembling the whole thing. I'll do this lively also. I'm just doing it time lapse, and here you can see me just putting it together. And I've got to resolder the battery terminal in there. And here you can see me just soldering the speaker wires back in also, which I cut before, and just reassemble the whole unit. Okay, so this is the whole unit reassembled, as you can see here, nice and clean, and pretty sparse job if I say so myself. Let me just show you around it. It's got a couple of scratches and what's not, but it is from 1988, so there will be some scratches and marks. Let me show you the back here. See, it's all nice and clean, and I've actually popped a couple of batteries in, 6 batteries in, HP7s I think they are, the big ones. I'll show you the top. See, it's nice and clean, all the paint's gone, all the dust also. Okay, let me just switch it on. Switch the radio on. Let me just tune it here. As you can see, the radio seems to be working fine. I've tried the other bands and they all seem to be working fine. Long wave, medium wave and FM all seem to be working fine. Okay, so I've got a cassette in there to show you that. Just press play and show you that, and that seems to be working fine also. I've cleaned the play and the record head and it seems to be working fine, as you can hear there, and the equalizer is working fine also. Let me show you around the back. See around the back of the unit there. Let me show you the batteries what I've put inside. There's 6. I'm sure they're HP7s, I might be wrong, or SP7s. There's 6 of them in the back there, and there's a decent sound from it as well. Let me just show you around it here. And like I said before, pretty chuffed with this one. Managed to get it nice and clean as much as I could. But it is from 1988, so there are some scuff marks on it that I couldn't obviously remove or touch over. But other than that, let me just spin it around and show you. I am pretty chuffed with this one. So with that, once again, thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.